All right, day 3 here at the IU Natatorium for the 2023 Indy Spring Cup. Today we're going to see competition, the 200 butterfly, 50 freestyle, 200 breaststroke, 100 back, and 400 free. Lots of meet records, so many meet records so far, and a lot of our swimmers getting their Olympic trial cuts. We're going to try something different today. When swimmers get an Olympic trial cut, we got a bell up here. We're going to try and ring it. Keep track of that and watch that as we go through our preliminaries this morning and into finals this evening. We'll see how that works out. We wish good luck to all of our swimmers today as we're about to get ready to start with 5 preliminary heats in the women's 200 butterfly. Heat 1. Day 3 underway now. Lane 3, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Lisa Bradford. Lane 4 from Elmsbrook Swim Club, Kennedy Rainwater. Lane 5 for the Fast Tigers, Mia Wilson. Lane 6 for the Tigers, Ella Hare. Meet record of the women's 200 butterfly, 2:15:36 by Eslyn Walsh of Ohio State University last May. And the Olympic trial cut of the women's 200 butterfly, 2:13:69. Mia Wilson, lane 5, turns at the 100 in a time of 1:10:65. Ahead of Lisa Bradford, her teammate in lane 3, 1:11:41. Want to wish a good morning to all of our swim fans listening in on our webcast, webcasting all the preliminary and final sessions here, the 2023 Indy Spring Cup at the IU Natatorium, downtown Indianapolis. Half a length to go here in heat 1 of 5 to be swum. In the women's 200 butterfly preliminaries, Kennedy Rainwater, Elmbrook in lane 4. Lane 5, Mia Wilson of Fast Tigers. And it's going to be Mia Wilson out of lane 5. She puts up a time, 2:27:97 to start us off in this event. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby, Julia Walser. 2 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Carolyn Wainzick. 3 for Lakeside, Sydney Brager. 4 for Utica Shelby, Molly Warner. 5 for Aqua Jets, Carly Bixby. 6 for Elmbrook, Paris Fullerton. 7 for Edina Swim Club, Sigrid Nimo. And in lane 8 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Cindy Van Hout. 100-meter turn and out in front. Molly Warner, lane 4, 104.1 or 107.18. Carly Bixby from Aquajet, second in lane 5, 107.46. Molly Werner, Utica Shelby, 221.28. Heat 3. First of our circle seated heats in the women's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 from Rochester Swim Club, Samantha Yulgen. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Avery Spade. 3 for Indiana is Lillian Hahn. 4 for Indiana is Catherine Forrester. Lane 5 for Ohio State, Lucy Malis. 7 swimming unattached, Indiana Swim Club, Ashley Friel. And in lane 8 for Ohio State University, Ann Krasinski. Catherine Forster, Indiana Swim Club, out front here in lane 4 with a 100 split, 104.82, ahead of Lillian Hahn. Her teammate in lane 3, 106.74. Catherine Forster, 213.59, a new meet record in a women's 200 butterfly. We've had a number of meet records swum in the first of the circle seated heats at this meet, so that's been kind of new or neat as we head into heat 4. And that bell means that that was better than an Olympic trial cut time. Heat 4 in the water now. Lane 1 for Rochester Swim Club, Madeline Gao. 2 for Ole Swimming, Catherine Tang. 3 for Ohio State, Jessica Eden. 4 for Elmbrook, Campbell Stoll. 5 for Ohio State University, Alyssa Graves. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Anna Rice. 7 for Aquajets, Annabelle Wenzel. And 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Brooke Cummings. Alyssa Graves, lane 5, turning to get the 100, 104.40 ahead of Jessica Eden, Ohio State University in lane 3, 104.61. And in lane 5, Alyssa Graves on the wall, 213.18, and that beats the meet record from the last heat. Your new meet record holder with one more heat left to go in the women's 100 butterfly. Heat 5. Final heat here in the preliminaries of the women's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 from Lakeside Swim Team, Katie Coulter. 2 from Carmel, Parker Kurzawa. 3 for University of Louisville, Madison Hall. 4 for Carmel, Alexandra Shackle. 5 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstead. 6 for Lakeside Swim Team, Charlotte Crush. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Lindsey Bowen. And an 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Anna Brown. Erin Shackle already with a few event wins and some meet record-setting performances. Shackle turns at the 100 in a time 101.73 ahead of Charlotte Crush of Lakeside in lane 6, 103.18. Alexandra Shackle, Carmel Swim Club, bringing it in. The meet record time to beat out of the last heat, 213.18. And Alexandra Shackle on the wall in a time of 209.78, shattering the meet record from the prior heat. New meet record in the women's 200 butterfly and Olympic trial cuts to boot. Eight preliminary heats up next in the men's 200 butterfly. Heat 1. Only one swimmer here in Heat 8. That'd be Sawyer Tapp, Lakeside Swim Team. Sawyer turns at the 100 at 101.13. Swimmers, don't forget that if you achieve an Olympic trial cut time here at the IU Natatorium this weekend, we have commemorative bag tags for you, and you can pick those up at the lower admin clerk of course table. So make sure you stop by there. They'll hook you up. And Sawyer Tap, Lakeside Swim Team on the wall in a time at 2:15.51. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Parsons. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Emil Haig. 3 for Ohio State University, Alex Metzler. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, George Callis. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Logan Ingerick. 7 for Ohio State University, Michael Brenniger. And lane 8 for Munster Swim Club, Zachary Vervlet. Alex Metzler, Ohio State University, out front, lane 3, as he turns at a 58.63, ahead of Logan Ingrick, Kentucky Aquatics in lane 6, 10032. Alex Metzler on the wall, 202.73. Heat 3. Heat 3 now underway. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, William Blakely. 2 for Carmel, Brian Kwan. 3 for Carmel, Lucas Biller. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics, Sean McKee. Lane 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Nicholas Plum. 6 for Carmel, James Porterfield. 7 for Southeastern Swim Club, Jack Warren. And in lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Aiden Johnson. Meet record of the men's 200 butterfly, 159.46 by Connor Hunt last May. And the Olympic trial cut in the men's 200 fly, 200.49. Sean McKee turns in lane 4, 103.37. Head of Nicholas Plum. Lane 5, 104.50. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the women's 200 butterfly. Second alternate in C, Rainwater. First alternate, Coulter. In the C final, Yulgin, Naimo, Wainzik, Brager, Frio, Bixby, Gao, and Wenzel. Second alternate in B, Wilson. First alternate, Krasinski. In the B final, Tang, Kurzawa, Han, Warner, Rice, Spade, Hall, and Malis. In the A final of the women's 200 butterfly, Crush, Stoll, Bowen, Summerstead, Eden, Forrester, Graves, and the top seed from Carmel Swim Club, Alexander Shackle, with her meet record-setting performance of a 209.78. Time now is 9:22. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 11. Sean McKee finishes off Heat 3 in a time of 2:13.13. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club. Heat 4 in the water. We'll get the board updated in just a second. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Max Irwin. 2 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Wyatt Blair. 3 swimming unattached, Kentucky, Stephen Bailey. 4 for Fast Tigers, Luke Whitlock. 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Thompson Perletti. 6 for Fast Tigers, Luis Sanchez. 7 for Utica Shelby, Zane Dahl. And an 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Cameron Harrell. Luke Whitlock for the Tigers turns in a 59.72 at the 100, ahead of Max Irwin, Indiana Swim Club in lane 1 at a 101.21. Could be a good swim for Luke Whitlock here from Fast as he touches in a 203.59. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Nathan Holtey. 2 for Elmbrook, Lance Johnson. 3 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Charles King. 4 for Lakeside, John Crush. 5 swimming unattached, Indiana, Luke Dibley. Lane 6 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. 7 for Munster Swim Club, Isaac Martin. And in lane 8 for Carmel is William Pugh. 100-meter mark here in Heat 5, and out front, Lance Johnson, Elmbrook Swim Club, 59.27, ahead of John Crush Lakeside, lane 4, 59.75. John Crush, 205.19. Heat 6. Heat 6 underway. This is the first circle-seated heats in the preliminaries of the men's 200 butterfly. In lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Yugo Tsukakawa. Lane 2 for Irish Aquatics, Samuel Sierra. 3 for Ohio State University, Caleb Ellis. 4 for Dynamo Swim Club, Connor Lemestre. 5 for Club Wolverine, Tyler Ray. 6 for University of Louisville, Gustavo Saldo. 7 for Ole Swimming, Ian Allen. And in lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Carson Zotek. Hundred turn for Gustavo Saldo in lane 6, 58.04, ahead of Connor Lemestre. In lane 4, 58.39. Connor Lemestre, Dynamo Swim Club, on the wall in a time of 2:02.06. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Andrew Shackle. 3 for Schrader YMCA, Jackson Listick. 4 for Cardinal Aquatics, Nicholas Albero. 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Jackson Musler. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Armando Vegas. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Owen Lindsay. And in lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Gus Rothrock. Nicholas Albero, Cardinal Aquatics in lane 4 at the 155.86, ahead of Jackson Musler, Kentucky Aquatics, lane 5 at a 58.31. Nicholas Albero makes the turn out front at the far end, 126.18 on his way back. Quickest time so far out of the last heat, 2:02.06 by Connor Lemestre, Dynamo Swim Club. Lustig in 3, Albero in 4. Musler in 5 already with their Olympic trial cuts in the men's 200 fly. And Nicholas Albero on the wall in a time of 157.22. And that is a new meet record in the men's 200 butterfly with one more heat to go, 57.22. Heat 8. Our final preliminary heat here in the men's 200 butterfly. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Shervoss Fick. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Andrew Reeder. 3 for University of Louisville, Thomas Breed. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Aaron Shackle. 5 for Club Wolverine, Connor Hunt. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. 7 for Ohio State University, Jean-Pierre Kuzum. And an 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Alejandro Kincaid. Connor Hunt here in lane 5. He's out front. Held the previous meet record in this event at a 159.46. Just broken in the last heat, 157.22. Aaron Shackle leads at the 100, 57.03. Ahead of Shervoss Fick, Ohio State University in lane 1, 57.94. Aaron Shackle with half a lick to go. Meet record time out of the last heat, 157.22. Alex Shackle is going to hit the pad at a 159.12. Better than the Olympic trial cut time in the men's 200 butterfly. Going to direct our attention down to the scoreboard balcony end of the pool as we're going to be heading into 50 freestyle. So meet records in every event swum so far this morning. 15 preliminary heats coming up in the women's 50 free. Meet record 25.63 by Amy Fulmer of Ohio State University last May. And the Olympic trial cut in the women's 50 freestyle is a 25.69. And here we go. The first of 15 preliminary heats in this event. Hare in 3, Haynes in 4, Ludke in lane 5. Ella Hare's going to start us off here, 28.66. Heat 2. DeRusa in 2, Walser in 3, Cummins in 4, Meyer in 5, Hillen in 6, Weinrich in 7, and Rubb in lane 8. It's going to be Aaron Cummins of Carmel in lane 4 in a time of 27.18. Heat 3. Berlin in 1, Marion in 2, Howe in 3, Dickinson in 4, Tricker in 5, Steiber in 6, Bush in 7, and Barrett in lane 8. It's going to be Carolyn Barrett from the University of Louisville in lane 8. Carolyn's time, 26.32. Heat 4. Once again, this is Heat 4. Naimo in 1, Stoli in 2, Lippert in 3, Sidorsky in 4, Zippel in 5, Zernecki in 6, Vale in 7, Bergman in lane 8. Over in lane 3, Claire Lippert, Utica Shelby look to me to be first on the wall, and there it is up on the board now. They can't all finish in 8th place. Her time, 27.79. Heat 5. Beam in 1, Zoller in 2, Ogren in 3, Goodnow in 4, Thuriak in 5, Sensabaugh in 6, Jones in 7, and Warner in lane 8. Julia Ogren, Rochester Swim Club, 27.44. Heat 6. Berlin in 2, Dillon in 3, Schwertfeger in 4, Lathrop in 5, Blixt in 6, Brager in 7, and Dreen in lane 8. And Sydney Brager, a Lakeside in lane 7, 27.40. Heat 7. Riggins in 1, Friel in 2, Heinrichs in 3, Wilson in 4, Smith in 5, Francis in 6, Turner in 7, Simmons in lane 8. Again, Olympic trial cut time in the women's 50 free. The one they're shooting for, something equal to or faster than 25.69. And Sydney Turner for Indiana Swim Club, 27.40. Ties the winning time in Heat 6. Here's Heat 8 now. Wenzel in 1, Wainzik in 2, Bixby in 3, Cortez in 4, Perkins in 5, Dickinson in 6, Sapel in 7, and Miller in lane 8. And Dickinson, her time 27.61. Heat 9. Stein in 1, Brandt in 2, Kara in 3, DeWitt in 4, Carlisle in 5, Fenska in 6, Funderburk in 7, and Kiernan in lane 8. Nia Funderburk from Ohio State University, 26.48. Heat 10. Kaler in 1, Wuell in 2, Chang in 3, Fredericks in 4, Cardwell in 5, Baker in 6, Acapios in 7, and Outnewski in lane 8. Grace Freericks, Kentucky Aquatics in 4. She hits the pad at a time of 26.59. Heat 11. Podlin in 1, Glass in 2, Chrisman in 3, O'Brien in 4, Daly in 5, Colvin in 6, McCarthy in 7, Doherty in lane 8. Our quick time so far out of Heat 3, Carolyn Barrett, 26.32. As Marin O'Brien, Ohio State University, touches in a 26.41. Heat 12. Ships in 1, Olin in 2, Brenneman in 3, DeWitt in 4, Francis in 5, Chrisman in 6, Kitzla in 7, and Harrison in lane 8. On the wall first, Grace Brenneman from Concord Swim Club in lane 3, 26.73. Heat 13. Heat 13, the first of our circle-seated heats in the women's 50 free. Lane 1, we got Long, Newman in 2, Soma in 3, Regnauer in 4, Thomas in 5, Dennis in 6, Ullette in 7, and Russo in lane 8. Again, quickest time so far, 26:32. Julia Dennis, University of Louisville, 25:79. That's our quick time so far. Heat 14. Piersman in 1, Mishler in 2, Conley in 3, Albiro in 4, Ivan in 5, Welsh in 6, Petrick in 7, and Emma Kern in lane 8. Gabrielle Albiro, University of Louisville, 25.23, and a new meet record in the women's 50 freestyle with one more heat left to go. Heat 15. Final preliminary heat here in the women's 50 freestyle. Kendall in 1, Wainzik in 2, Zenik in 3, Fulmer in 4, Pagel in 5, Turek in 6, Weiner in 7, and Brochet's in lane 8. Amy Fulmer, Ohio State University, lane 4, and she does touch first in a time of 25.53. Just a few ticks slower than Albiro in the previous heat. And that concludes the preliminaries of the women's 50 free. Ten heats now are preliminaries in the men's 50 free. Heat 1. Prescott in 1, Pash in 2, Perletti in 3, Bauman in 4, Delzer in 5, Nickel in 6, and Richard in lane 7. Clay Bowman, Lakeside, lane 4 is going to start us off, 25.17. Meet record in the men's 50 free, 22.93, and the Olympic trial cut, 22.79. Heat 2. Fields in 1, Iceless in 2, Kimmel in 3, White in 4, Grimes in 5, Kovacs in 6, Ensom in 7, and Holmes in lane 8. Jack White, Ole swimming in lane 4, 23.73. Heat 3. Burke in 1, Moreau in 2, Mullen in 3, Anderson in 4, Lee in 5, Sneller in 6, Yewuk in 7 and Martin in lane 8. Spencer Yewuk, Jaguar Aquatics in 7. Coming into the wall in Yewuk at lane 7, 23.80. Heat 4. Van Houwen in 1, Beckley in 2, Detloff in 3, Edmondson in 4, Tapp in 5, Zexter in 6, Scharnstrom in 7, and Vervlet in lane 8. Jack Van Houw, Utica Shelby Swim Club in lane 1. On the wall in a time of 24.71. Heat 5. McLaughlin in 1, Mahaney in 2, Nugent in 3, Kay in 4, Smith in 5. At Carson Smith, we got Liam Smith in lane 6, Martin in 7, and McClarty in lane 8. Quick time so far, Jack White, Ole Swimming out of heat 2, 23.73. And Liam Smith from Irish Aquatics touching first in lane 6, 25.01. Heat 6. Ray in 1, Irwin in 2, Hansen in 3, Ehrenborg in 4, Carlisle in 5, Akil in 6, Seymour in 7, and Haney in lane 8. Tyler Hansen, Elmbrook Swim Club, lane 3. Brings heat 6 into the wall at a 24.05. Heat 7. Walters in 1, Johnson in 2, Lorenz in 3, McInerney in 4, Califat in 5, Sullivan in 6, Stone in 7, and Carlson in lane 8. And Sean Sullivan hits the wall first out of lane 6, 23.97. Heat 8. First of our circle seated heats here in the preliminaries of the men's 50 free. Hotterman in 1, Brooks in 2, Nevakonis in 3, Giuliano in 4, Peroni in 5, Brooks in 6, Rogan 7, and Dilger in lane 8. Christopher Giuliano, Irish Aquatics, in lane 4, 22.59, a new meet record in the men's 50 freestyle. Heat 9. Krasinski in 1, Ward in 2, Baltus in 3, Duncan in 4, McDonald in 5, Kush in 6, Perez Carrasco in 7, and Teesing in lane 8. And we got Mario McDonald, Ohio State University, lane 5, 22.97, with one more heat left to go. Heat 10. Final preliminary heat of the men's 50 free. Now in the water. Lane 1, Fentress. We got Lowe in 2, White in 3, Sabatos in 4, Essen in 5, Eastman in 6, Samuels in 7, and Kelly in lane 8. 22.59, the new meet record of the men's 50 free by Mario McDonald out of heat 9. And we're on the wall here. 23.15 by Ben Sabatos of Club Wolverine to close out the preliminaries of the men's 50 free. Taking a breather here to get caught up on preliminary results in the men's 200 butterfly. The second alternate in C, Haig first alternate Harrell. In the C final, Parsons, Martin, Pugh, Nall, Sanchez, Kincaid, Johnson, and Lindsay. Second alternate in B is Ellis, first alternate Rothrock. In the B final of the men's 200 fly, Sugakawa, Reeder, Crush, Vegas, Enoch, Breed, Whitlock, and Fick. And in the A final of the men's 200 butterfly, Ray, Saldo, Metzler, Musler, Lamastra, Hunt, Shackle, and the top seed with a new meet record time in the men's 200 butterfly from Cardinal Aquatics, Nicholas Albero, that time of 1:57.22. Good stuff there. The time now is 9:59, and a 30-minute scratch roll is in effect for event number 12. In preliminary results of the women's 50 free, second alternate in C, Olin, first alternate McCarthy. In the C final, Colvin, Cardwell, Chrisman, Long, Wainzik, Kendall, Kern, and Thomas. Second alternate in B, O'Brien, and first alternate Piersma. In the B final of the women's 50 free, Barrett, Hetrick, Hewlett, Regnauer, Conley, Mishler, Newman, and Wayner. In the A final of the women's 50 free, Zenick, Soma, Pagel, Dennis, Turek, Fulmer, Ivan, and the top seed and a new meet record time of 25.23 from the University of Louisville, Gabriela Albero. Time now is 10 o'clock, and a 30-minute scratch roll is in effect for event number 13. Just about ready to go here. 7 preliminary heats in the women's 200 breaststroke. Heat 1. Heat 1 underway. Lane 1 from Elbrook Swim Club, Kate Lusishin. 2 from Carmel, Juliana Weinrich. 3 for Schrader YMCA, Alina Zippel. 4 for Southeastern Swim Club, Kylie Zoller. 5 for Fast Tigers, Francesca Ramey. Lane 6 for Noblesville Swim Club, Exley Tricker. And 7 for Lawrence Swim Team, Brielle Vale. The meet record of the women's 200 breaststroke, 224.01. Annie Laser of Indiana Swim Club last May. And the Olympic trial cut of the women's 200 breaststroke, 231.69. Francesca Ramey, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers in lane 5. Coming in to close out her swim in heat 1 at a women's 200 breaststroke. 248.77. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Jaguar Aquatics, Kaylee Dexter. 2 for Bobcat Swim Club, Raphael Englund. 3 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Grace Davis. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Sydney Green. Lane 6 for Aquajets, Ava Allingham. 7 for Southeastern Swim Club, Anna Stoley. And an 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Sophia Blix. Englund turns in lane 2, 117.75 ahead of Sydney Green in lane 4, 118.90. Hitting the wall first in heat 2 is going to be Raphael Englund from Bobcat Swim Club. The time posting 242.71. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Tiga Madera. 2 for Lakeside, Georgia Kaler. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Vivian Wilson. 5 for Lakeside, Sydney Perkins. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Cabria Chapman. 7 for Utica Shelby, Sydney Brandt. And lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Isabel Melvin. Results of preliminary swims in the men's 50 free. Second alternate in C, Carlisle. First alternate, Haney. In the C final, Anselm, Huddeman, Ray, Ehrenborg, Seymour, Teesing, Hansen, and Lorenz. The second alternate in B, White. First alternate, Nevakonis. In the B final, Brooks, Dilger, Fentress, Essen, Samuels, Lowe, Brooks, and Eastman. And in the A final of the men's 50 free, White, Zabatos, Duncan, Ward, Baltus, McDonald, Peroni, and the top seed from Irish Aquatics. The new meet record time, 22.59 this morning. from Irish Aquatics, Christopher Giuliano. The time now is 10:08, and a 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 14. Cabria Chapman turning there. 1:18.11 in front of Vivian Wilson, lane 4, 1:18.13. Cabria Chapman Indiana Swim Club is going to take heat 3 in a time at 2:42.42. Heat 4. Lane 1 for Sioux Falls. Kenzie Heinrich, 2 for Carmel Swim Club. Alyssa Street, 3 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Avery Stein, 4 for Carmel. Lucy Enoch, 5 for Greater Evansville. Gabrielle Irvin, 6 for Noblesville. Maya McDonald, 7 for Lakeside. Kate Brager. And in lane 8 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Ava Goodnow. Avery Stein from fast out front, lane 3, 1:16.66. Ahead of Lucy Enoch, Carmel Swim Club in lane 4, 1:18.61. Need a coach from Schrader YMCA. Need a coach from Schrader YMCA at the head table, please. Avery Stein from the Tigers being pursued by Lucy Enoch as they come in to finish off heat 4. And Avery Stein touching first at a time at 2:41.57. Our quickest so far through our first 4 heats of 7 to be swum in the preliminaries of the women's 200 breaststroke. Heat 5. Into the first of our circle seated heats here in the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Catherine Graham. 2 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Reese Tiltman. 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Bridget Engel. 4 for Cardinal Aquatics is Kim Herkel. 5 for Aquajet Swim Team, Olivia Anderson. 6 for Elmbrook, Lucy Thomas. 7 for Carmel Swim Club, Marisol Van Jarsveld. And lane 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Anna Rice. Engel in 3, Herkel in 4, and Anderson in 5, already with their Olympic trial cut times of 2:31.69 or better here in the women's 200 breaststroke, with Herkel turning at the 100 this morning, 1:13.28, at a tie for second between Thomas and Van Jarsveld in lane 6 and 7. They both turned together at a 1:16.14. Kim Herkel with a morning swim here, 2:31.87, our quickest posting with 2 more heats left to go. Heat 6. Heat 6 in the water. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kate Mauser. 2 for Ohio State University, Reese Daheen. 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Denise Phelan. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics, Jillian Davey. 5 for Ohio State University, Josephine Penitz. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Olivia Mendenhall. 7 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Campbell Stoll. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, McKenna Lusky. Josephine Panitz, Ohio State University, lane 5. Bringing heat 6 into the wall. Josephine at the 100, 1:13.38 ahead of Jillian Davey. Kentucky Aquatics in lane 4, 1:13.82. Josephine Panitz, 232.24. One heat left. Heat 7. Final preliminary heat to be swum here in the women's 200 breaststroke. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Mia Rankin. 2 for Munster, Taylor Stasny. 3 for Fox Valley, Leah Hayes. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser. 5 for Carmel, Molly Sweeney. 6 for Ohio State University, Hannah Bach. 7 for Club Wolverine, Claire Donen. Leading at the 100, Leah Hayes from Fox Valley. In lane 3, 112.67 ahead of Anna Laser of Indiana Swim Club. 112.68 for Laser. Annie Laser, the current meet record holder, at a 224.01. Laser out front, she turns at the 151 in a time of 150.51 ahead of Hayes. Third, we got Molly Sweeney from Carmel Swim Club, lane 5 at a 152. Annie Laser here, 28 years old, still on the top of her game. And Laser's going to touch in a time of 228.46. Laser with the quickest time posting in the preliminaries of the women's 200 breaststroke. 8 preliminary heats up next for the men's 200 breaststroke, and now heat 1. Lane 2 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Luke Danusen-Weiger. 3 for Carmel, Tyson Haynes. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Taichi Karioka. 5 for Waukesha Express, Eric Sendarski. 6 for Fast Tigers, Zachary Armstrong. And 7 for Schrader YMCA, Caleb Seffel. Meet record of the men's 200 breaststroke, 217.69 by Michael Phelps of Aquajets last May, and the Olympic trial cut of the men's 200 breaststroke, 215.99. Eric Standarski, Waukesha Express at the 100. Turns in a 112.79 ahead of Taichi Karioka, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers in lane 4. Katioka, 114.90. Eric Sandarski, Waukesha Express brings it in lane 5. 236.02. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Rochester Swim Club, Grady Barkford. Lane 2 for Edina, Mark Jacoby Crone. The 3 for Ohio State University, Tristan Jankovics. 4 for University of Louisville, Luke Scherz. 5 for University of Louisville, Thomas Breed. 6 for Carmel, Noah Moreau. 7 for Carmel, Corey Hahn. And in lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Riley Blasius. Swimmers and coaches seated heat sheets for time trials now available for pickup at the lower admin clerk of course table. Seated heat sheets for this afternoon's time trials now available for pickup and or viewing at that clerk of course table. Jankovics from Ohio State turns at the 100, 108.06. Luke Scherz, lane 4, University of Louisville, 108.73. Great race here down to the finish in Heat 2. And on the wall first, Luke Scherz of University of Louisville, 221.50. Heat 3. Lane 1 for McHenry University, Neil Moss. 2 for Southeastern Swim Club, Eli Pash. 3 for Waukesha Express, Ryan Weiner. 4 swimming unattached, Carmel Swim Club, Graham Culp. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Chase Denigan. 6 for Carmel Swim Club. Lucas Feller, 7 swimming unattached, Indiana, Ryan Schuyler. And in lane 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Eli Holmes. Ryan Wayner, Waukesha Express, leading Heat 3 out of lane 3 at the 100, 111.98, ahead of Neil Moss of McKendree University. Lane 1, second position at the 100 turn, 112.73. Here now are preliminary results of the women's 200 breaststroke. Second alternate in C, Goodnow. First alternate, Heinrich. In the C final, Green, Stasny, Brandt, Wilson, Enoch, Stein, Stoll, and Thomas. The second alternate in B, Mendenhall. First alternate, Anderson. In the B final of the women's 200 breaststroke, Van Jaarsveld, Tiltman, Mauser, Donan, Deheen, Engel, Rankin, and Phelan. And in the A final of the women's 200 breaststroke, Davy, Panitz, Herkel, Sweeney, Hayes, Laser, Street. And the top seed in a new meet record time, 2:03.30. Amazing swim this morning by Indiana Swim Club's Catherine Graham. Time now is 10:30, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 15. And first on the wall out of Heat 3, Ryan Schuyler, swimming unattached, Indiana, lane 7, 2:33.89. Heat 4. Heat 4 in the water. Lane 1 for Ole swimming. Kelvin Tang, lane 2, also from Ole. Andrew Delzer. 3 for Utica Shelby. Carson Ricker. 4 for Lakeside. Owen Durham. 5 for Rochester. Sean Bannon. 6 for McKendree University. Ethan Hansen. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. Luis Sanchez. And in lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, John Kieser. Owen Durham, Lakeside Swim Team, leading at the 100, 110.97 ahead of Carson Ricker. Lane 3 at a 111.34. Carson Ricker, Utica Shelby, lane 3, just ahead of Owen Durham in 4 as they come in to close out heat 4 of the men's 200 breaststroke preliminaries, and Rickers with a time of 2:26.64. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Elmbrook Swim Club here in Heat 5. Anakin Fisher, 2 for Lakeside Swim Team. Thomas Mercer, 3 for Carmel. Brandon Malicki, 4 for Club Wolverine. Jared Daigle, 5 for Southeastern Swim Club. Jahoon Jung, 6 for Fast Tigers. Daniel Bennett, 7 for Elmbrook. Tyler Hansen. Jared Daigle, Club Wolverine, ahead at the 100, 106.20, ahead of Daniel Bennett, of Fisher's Area Swimming Tigers in 6 at a 107.93. Again, the time these gentlemen are looking to equal or beat is the Olympic trial cut time for the men's 200 breaststroke of a 2:15.99. Jared Daigle, Club Wolverine, he's on the wall at a 2:22.08. Heat 6. First of our circle seated heats here. In the preliminaries of the men's 200 breaststroke, lane 1 for Sioux Falls, Brock Russell, 2 for Ohio State University, Carl Helmuth, 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Harrison Herrera, 4 for Club Wolverine, Thomas Cope, lane 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Maximilian Pilger, 7 for Ole Swimming, Michael Cooper, and in lane 8 for Ohio State University, Guillermo Cepeda Balboa. Pilger in lane 6, turns first at the 100, 106.88. Head of Thomas Cope, Club Wolverine, in lane 4 at a 107.17. Now Cope charges out front in lane 4. And a big blast here, Thomas Cope at the end, but Pilger on the wall first in a new meet record time, 2:17.56 in the men's 200 breaststroke, another meet record. Outstanding swim. Heat 7. In lane 1 of Heat 7 here. For the University of Louisville, Jackson Millard. Lane 2 for Club Wolverine, Jack McCurdy. 3 for the University of Louisville, Aiden Criley. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Maxwell Wright. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Jason Yep. 6 for Club Wolverine, Ansel Frace. 7 for Club Wolverine, Cameron Lawarty. And lane 8 for Ohio State University, Ryland McDaniel. Very cool for Maximilian Pilger because he got his Olympic trial cut. It had swim this morning, a new meet record time in this event, 2:17.56. In the current heat, Criley in 3, Wrights in 4, and Yep in 5 already with their Olympic trial cuts. Maxwell Rice from Indiana Swim Club turns and leading at the 100, 105.80 ahead of Jason Yep, his teammate next to him in lane 5. Yep at a 107.22. And Maxwell Wright, Indiana Swim Club, comes in here. He's on the wall in a time of 2:16.19, a new meet record in the men's 200 breaststroke. Heat 8. Eighth and final preliminary heat of the men's 200 breaststroke underway. Lane 1 for Club Olympia, Brady Byer. 2 for Ohio State University, William Reagan. 3 for Jaguar Aquatics, Logan Kelly. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Joshua Matheny. 5 for Sandpipers of Nevada, Cody Miller. 6 for Ohio State University, Nathan Holty. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. And a lane 8 for Kentucky, John Broome. Cody Miller, Sandpipers of Nevada, going to be out front at the 100. He turns in a 105.82 ahead of Logan Kelly of Jaguar Aquatics. 106.16. If you're not following Cody Miller on YouTube, his YouTube channel, you should. Quite entertaining and quite informative in regards to trends in workouts, competing, managing mental health, while competing in swimming. It's good stuff. Cody Miller on YouTube. Check it out. And that was not a paid endorsement. I just enjoy watching it. All right, look at the finish we're going to have here in our final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. Out in front now, William Regan, Ohio State University. Coming down to the finish. Is he going to have a new meet record? He touches in a time of 2:16.59. Just off the meet record set in the prior heat. Thirteen preliminary heats coming up in the women's 100 backstroke. Heat 1. Lane 3, Jaguar Aquatics, Marta Sensabaugh. 4-4 Lakeside Swim Team, Greta Dale, and lane 5 for Irish Aquatics, Elizabeth Marion. Heat 1 is going to go to Elizabeth Marion, Irish Aquatics, 109.55. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Elbrook Swim Club, Paris Fullerton. 2 for Edina, Sigrid Nimo. 3 for Jaguar Aquatics, Milena Mancinelli. 4 swimming unattached, ISU, Trista Bullock. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Ashley Cara. 6 for Schrader YMCA, Adele Berlin. And 7 for Irish Aquatics, Avery Woods. Meet record of the women's 100 backstroke, 1:00.73 by Amy Fulmer of Ohio State last May, and the Olympic trial cut in the women's 100 back, 1:01.89. Ashley Cara, Lakeside, 1:06.65. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Elbrook, Catherine Zattini. 2 also from Elbrook, Grace Howe. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Priscilla Smith. 4 for Aqua Jets, Grayson Endring. 5 for Aqua Jets, Tatum Ludke. Lane 6 for Carmel, Ariana Steiber. 7 for Schrader YMCA, Lila Borst. And 8 for Southeastern Swim Club, Ashley Sapel. It's going to be Grayson Endring, Aqua Jets out of lane 4, 108.44. Heat 4. Heat 4 underway. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Anna Brown. 2 for the Tigers, Mia Wilson. 3 for Irish Aquatics, Isabel Melvin. 4 for Schrader YMCA, Anna Miller. 5 swimming unattached, Kentucky, Kinley Jones. 6 for Utica Shelby, Julia Walzer. 7 for Aqua Jets, Rachel Broadhead, and an 8 for Aqua Jets, Annabelle Wenzel. Need a coach from Indy here at the head table. Need a coach from Indy here at the head table. Annabelle Wenzel leading at the 100 in Heat 4. She turns in a 106.42. Next to her, second, Rachel Broadhead. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Concord, Grace Brenneman. 2 for Carmel, Charlotte Fagan. 3 for Lakeside, Lillian Burkowski. 4 for Sioux Falls, Rachel Ritter. 5 for Aqua Jets, Carly Bixby. 6 for Aqua Jets, Ava Ullingham. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Sydney Turner. And an 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Madeline Lathrop. Look at that, a tie for first between Grace Brenneman at Concord in lane 1 and Lillian Burkowski of Lakeside in lane 3 at a 107.40. Heat 6. Lane 1 for McGuire Aquatics. Gracie Colvin, 2 for Club Wolverine. Brady Kendall, 3 swimming unattached to Indy. Kira Hall, 4 for Schrader YMCA. Lillian Zippel, 5 for Ohio State University. Marin O'Brien, 6 for Indiana Swim Club. Catherine Carson, 7 for University of Louisville. Fernanda Celiadano, and 8 swimming unattached, ISU Olivia DeRuza. Marion O'Brien of Ohio State University, lane 5, 105.00. Our quickest posting so far as we head into heat 7. Heat 7 underway. Lane 1 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Jane Johnson. Lane 2 for Rochester, Julia Ogren. 3 for Utica Shelby, Claire Lippert. 5 for Schrader YMCA, Margaret Dickinson. 6 for Lakeside, Carolyn Wilson. 7 for Carmel, Kayla Barr. And in lane 8 for Waukesha Express, Ella Atnuski. Ella Antonuski from Waukesha Express, lane 8, 105.41. Heat 8s. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Ann Krasinski. 2 for Aqua Jets, Claudia Chang. 3 for Waukesha Express, Emerson Meyer. 4 for North Canton Aquatic, Addison Forbes. 5 for Kentucky Aquatics, Madeline Wellborn. 6 for Schrader YMCA, Ann Dickinson. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Casey McKenna. And lane 8 for Aqua Jets, Francis Muir. Madeline Wellborn, Kentucky Aquatics, leading the way in lane 5. Into the finish she comes, and Wellborn in a time of 104.50, our quickest so far. Heat 9. Lane 1 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kelly Agapios. 2 for Dublin Community, Elizabeth Grether. 3 for Ole Swimming, Catherine Tang. 4 for Schrader YMCA, Elizabeth Beam. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Audrey Simmons. 6 for Ohio State University, Teresa Ivan. 7 for Elmbrook, Audrey Olin. And in lane 8 for Mooresville Area Swim Team, Lila Thuriet. Elizabeth Grether, Dublin Community Swim Team in lane 2. Grether on the wall in a time of 104.12. Heat 10. Lane 1 for Aqua Jets, Elizabeth Baker. 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Grace Doherty. 3 for Carmel, Kira Kask. 4 for Ohio State University, Paige Hall. 5 for Lakeside Swim Team, Kate Brigger. 6 for Indiana Swim Club, Elizabeth Brochures. 7 for Aqua Jets, Avery Ludke. And an 8 for Aqua Jets, Paige Dillon. Paige Hall, Ohio State University, lane 4. Brings it in. Hall's time, 103.97, our quickest so far, as we're ready to head into the first of our circle seated heats. Heat 11. Lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Devin Kitchell. 2 for Ohio State University, Morgan Krause. 3 for Aqua Jets, Emma Kern. 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Barrett Berglund. 5 for Indiana Swim Club, Anna Poplowski. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Victoria Berger. 7 for Ohio State University, Kira Summerstead. And in lane 8 for Schrader YMCA, Elena Berlin. Good race here between Brett Berglund and Carmel in 4. Anna Poplowski, Indiana Swim Club in 5 as they come in. Poplowski reaches for the wall, touches first in a time of 101.26. Quickest so far as we head into Heat 12. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Mackenzie DeWitt. 2 for Club Wolverine, Casey Chung. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexander Shackle. 4 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Margaret Wainsick. 5 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, JoJo Ramey. 6 for Lakeside, Charlotte Crush. 7 for Lakeside, Haley McDonald. Lane 8 for Ole Swimming, Josie Conley. Wainsick leads at the 50, 29.97 ahead of Alexandra Shackle. We need to see coaching representative from Sioux Falls and Elmbrook here at the head table. Coaching representatives from Sioux Falls or Elmbrook, need a coach from each one of those clubs here at the head table. Margaret Wainsick, Elmbrook Swim Club in lane 4. Reaches, touches in a time of 101.37. One more heat left to go here. Heat 13. Final heat here in the women's 100 breaststroke preliminaries. Lane 1 for Aqua Jets, Grace Robb. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Maya DeWitt. 3 for University of Louisville, Paige Hetrick. 4 for Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Madeline Chrisman. 6 for University of Louisville, Ryan Ullette. 7 for Fast Tigers, Julie Missler. And 8 for Kentucky Aquatics, Grace Freericks. Amy Fulmer, Ohio State University, leads at the 50, 29.76. Ahead of Paige Hetrick, University of Louisville at a 30.27. Five swimmers in this heat already with their Olympic trial cut for this event. And Amy Fulmer, she hits the wall in a time of 1:00.76. 300ths of a second off the meet record, but she'll be back this evening. Nine preliminary heats now in the men's 100 backstroke. Heat 1. Lane 2 for Waukesha Express, Benjamin Wasutke. 3 for Carmel Swim Club, Carter Hadley. 4 for Lakeside, Chase Denigan. Lane 5 for Elmbrook, Owen Prescott. 6 for Rochester Swim Club, Gavin Potter. Lane 7 for Rochester Swim Club, Aiden Johnson. The meet record of the men's 100 backstroke, 56.87. Swum by Gavin White of Indiana Swim Club last May. And the Olympic trial cut of the men's 50 back, 55.69. Carter Hadley, Carmel Swim Club. Going to be first on the wall for Heat 1 in a time of 1:02.26. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Michael Gorey. 2 for Sioux Falls, Brock Russell. 3 for Rochester, is Tucker Holmes. 4 for Irish Aquatics, Elliott Dye. 5 for Rochester Swim Club, Jensen Richard. 6 for Carmel, Corey Hahn. 7 for Club Olympia, Judah Nickel. And in lane 8 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, George Kellis. Elliott Dye of Irish Aquatics, lane 4, 100.35. Heat 3. Preliminary results here for the men's 200 breaststroke. Second alternate in C, Hansen. First alternate, Fisher. In the C final, Malicki, Zhang, McDaniel, Russell, Mercer, Durham, Ricker, and Bennett. The second alternate in B, Lawarde. First alternate, Millard. In the B final of the men's 200 breaststroke, Daigle, Jankovic, Schertz, Holte, Herrera, Helmuth, Criley, and Frace. And in the A final of the men's 200 breaststroke, Miller, Matheny, Cope, Pilger, Kelly, Reagan, and the top seed from Indiana Swim Club with a new meet record with his preliminary swim this morning, 2:16.19, Maxwell Reich. Time now is 11:11, and the 30-minute scratch roll is in effect for event number 16. Nicola Assen, Club Wolverine, 57.80. Heat 4. Preliminary results in the women's 100 backstroke. Second alternate in C, Doherty. First alternate, Brager. In the C final, Simmons, Antonuski, Baker, Ludke, Kask, Grether, Berlin, and Mishler. The second alternate in B, Chung. First alternate, DeWitt. In the B final of the women's 100 backstroke, Chrisman, Freericks, Kraus, Rab, Ulet, McDonald, Ramey, and Hetrick. And in the A final of the women's 100 backstroke, Kern, Berger, Shackle, Crush, Berglund, Wainzik, Poplowski, and the top seed tying just off the meet record from Ohio State University, Amy Fulmer in a time of 1:00.76. Time now is 11:13, and the 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 17. Hayden Beckley from Lakeside, lane 6, 1:00.77. Heat 5. Need a coaching representative from Lakeside. Coaching representative from Lakeside needed here at the head table. Heat 5 underway. Lane 1 from Lakeside, Clay Bowman. 3 from Schrader YMCA, Liam Funk. 4 for Carmel, Emil Haig. 5 for Ole Swimming, Jack White. 6 swimming unattached, Indiana, Luke Dibley. 7 for Edina Swim Club, Mark Jacoby Crone. And an 8 for Rochester Swim Club, Thompson Perletti. Jack White, Ole Swimming. Out of lane 5, 57.23. White with the fastest preliminary swim so far, heading into heat 6. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby, Olin Sharmstrom. 2 for Rochester, Jaden Edmondson. 3 for Indiana Swim Club, Lucas Puente. Lane 4 for Ohio State University, Owen Conley. 6 swimming unattached, Kentucky, Stephen Bailey. 7 for Lakeside Swim Team, Sawyer Tapp. And in lane 8 for Club Wolverine, Bryce Hutterman. Olin Sharnstrom, Utica Shelby over in lane 1. Sharnstrom on the wall at a time of 59.18. Heat 7. Heat 7 here, the first of our circle-seated heats in the preliminaries of the men's 100 backstroke. Lane 1 for Indiana Swim Club, Logan Graham. 2 for Waukesha Express, Jacob Carlson. 3 for Lakeside Swim Team, John Crush. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Kai Van Westering. 5 for Club Wolverine, Jack Wilkening. 6 for Carmel Swim Club, Griffin Hadley. 7 for Lakeside, Thomas Mercer. And an 8 for Ole Swimming, Max Haney. Jack Wilkening, Club Wolverine, lane 5. Touches in a new meet record time, 55.45. And an Olympic trial cut time, 55.45. Heat 8. Lane 1 for Aquajets, Noah Robb. 2 for University of Louisville, Jackson Millard. 3 for Schrader YMCA, Samuel Lorenz. 4 for Indiana Swim Club, Brendan Burns. 5 for, also for Indiana Swim Club, Gavin White. 6 for Elmbrook, Stuart Seymour, and 7 for Indiana Swim Club, David Kovacs. That was a great last heat. Top 2 times breaking the old meet record. Brendan Burns turns at the 50, 27.20 ahead of Samuel Lorenz of Schrader YMCA, lane 3. Brendan Burns already with his Olympic trial cut in this event, and Burns on the wall in a time of 56.07, breaks the old record, but not the new one out of the last heat. Heat 9. Our 9th and final preliminary heat of the men's 100 backstroke underway. Lane 1 for Utica Shelby Swim Club, Jack Van Howe. Lane 2 for Kentucky Aquatics, Jackson Musler. 3 for Carmel, Sean Sullivan. 4 for Club Wolverine, Wyatt Davis. 5 for University of Louisville, Dalton Lowe. 7 for Boilermaker, Braden Samuels. And an 8 for Ohio State University, Christopher Paxton. Wyatt Davis gets around at the 50, 26.36, ahead of Sean Sullivan in a 26.76. Wyatt Davis, too, already with his Olympic trial cut in this event, a 55.69, equal to or better, and Wyatt Davis into the wall. His time this morning, 55.00, and that is a new meet record in the men's 100 backstroke. Outstanding performances being turned in here at the Indy Spring Cup. Good stuff. 8 preliminary heats up next in the women's 400 freestyle. And here we go with heat 1. Lane 2 for Sioux Falls swim team, Rachel Ritter. 3 for Rochester, Julia Ogren. 4 for Rochester, Madeline Gow. 5 for Jaguar Aquatics, Lila Hudson. 6 for Lakeside swim team, Greta Dale. And 7 for Waukesha Express, Talia Nedesheim. We need to see coaching representatives from Schrader YMCA and Louisville at the head table. We need to see a coaching representative from Schrader YMCA and Louisville here at the head table. Leading at the 100, out of lane 3, Julia Ogren, Rochester Swim Club, 105.62. Ahead of Greta Dale of Lakeside, lane 6, 105.65. Julia Ogren at the 200-meter mark, 2:15.31. Dale in lane 6, 2:17.48. Need a coaching representative from Elmbrook Swim Club. Please come to the head table. Coaching representative from Elmbrook Swim Club. Please come to the head table. Ogren at the 300, 3:25.00. Greta Dale turns in lane 6, 3:30.85. Julia Ogren takes heat 1 at a time of 4:32.88. Heat 2. Lane 1 for Fox Valley, Lauren Zadorsky. 2 for Fisher's Area Swimming Tigers, Grace Parsons. 3 for Aqua Jets, Grayson Endring. 4 for Lakeside, Lillian Burkowski. 5 for Waukesha Express, Emerson Meyer. 6 for Fisher's Area Swimming Tigers, Tiga Madera. 7 for the Tigers, Claire Francis. And in lane 8 for Aqua Jets, Isabel Andrasic. Lillian Burkowski turns at a 105.31 in lane 4. And Grace Parsons second in lane 2 at a 105.77. Still looking for a coach from Elmbrook Swim Club. Elmbrook Swim Club, please come to the head table. Grace Parsons, 431.83, heat 3. Lane 1 for Ole Swimming, Elizabeth Lennon. 2 for Jaguar Aquatics, Emily Zillow. 4 for Lakeside Swim Team, Sydney Green. 5 for North Kent Aquatic, Jamie Forbes. 6 for Lakeside, Katie Coulter. 7 for Rochester, Samantha Yiljan. And lane 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Faith Gore. Emily Zitlow, Jaguar Aquatics, turning at the 200, 211.88. In lane 2, second lane 1, Elizabeth Lanen, of Ole Swimming, 2:16.74. Sit low at the 300, 3:18.96. With lane in from Ole, lane one, turning second, 3:25.98. Emily Zitlow, 4:26.11. Heat 4. Heat 4 now in the water. Lane 1, swimming unattached fast. Addison Carlisle. 2 for fast is Claire Parsons. Lane 3 for Aquajets, Frances Muir. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics, Madeline Wellborn. 5 for Barrington Swim Club, Abigail Hill. 6 for Aquajets, Avery Ludke. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Nalini Cortez. And 8 for Carmel, Sabrina Ledwith. The meet record of the women's 400 free, 4:16.39 by Ella Ristic of Indiana Swim Club last May. And the Olympic trial cut for the women's 400 free, 4:15.49. 4:15.49. Claire Parsons leading the way in lane 2 at the 100, 104.04. Sabrina Ledwith in lane 8, second at a 104.14 after the first 2 lengths. Claire Parsons at the 200, 211.52. Madeline Wellborn, Kentucky Aquatics, now in second, lane 4, the 212.51. Parsons at the 300, 318.85. Wellborn, second in lane 4, 320.62. Claire Parsons into the wall, 426.10. Hundredth of a second faster than was swum in the prior heat, and now the quickest time as we head into heat 5. Lane 1 for Elbrook Swim Club, Kennedy Rainwater. 2 for Waukesha Express, Ella Antonuski. 3 for Ohio State University, Mia Lachey. 4 for Club Wolverine, Riley Francis. 5 for Irish Aquatics, Maggie Graves. 6 for Ohio State University, Jessica Eden. 7 for Ohio State University is Mia Rankin. .200-meter turn here for Jessica Eden, Ohio State University, lane 6, 208.93. Mia Lachey, her teammate, second in lane 3, 210.43. 300 turn for Eden, 3:14.77. Lachey turns at a 3:17.77. So 3:14.77 for your leader, 3:17.77 for Mia Lachey. Second here as we're working our way through Heat 5. Jessica Eden coming in here, and Eden's time, 4:19.87. Quickest so far as we're heading into the first of our circle seated heats in the women's 400 freestyle preliminaries. Heat 6. Lane 1 for Dublin Community, Elizabeth Grether. 2 for Elmbrook, Reese Tiltman. 3 for Irish Aquatics, Mary Pruitt. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Kate Mauser. 5 for Aquajets, Claudia Chang. 6 for Carmel, Alyssa Street. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Carolyn Benda. And in lane 8 for Carmel, Erin Cummins. Kate Mauser from Fast out front at the 100, 101.90. Ahead of Mary Pruitt, Irish Aquatics in lane 3, 102.83. Kate Mauser from Fishers at the 200, 207.40. Ahead of Mary Pruitt from Irish Aquatics, turning in lane 3 at a 209.02. Kate Mauser with a 300 split, 3:14.35 ahead of Pruitt, 3:15.16. Kate Mauser, 420.26. Heat 7. Lane 1 for Ohio State University, Sana Peterson. 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Ella Ristic. 3 for Lakeside, Haley McDonald. 4 swimming unattached Kentucky, Summer Cardwell. 5 for Club Wolverine, Catherine Shenley. 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Megan Drum. 7 for Ohio State University, Gwyneth Woodbury. Swimmers and coaches, the following are corrected preliminary results for the women's 200 breaststroke, which now shake out this way. Second alternate in C, Blix. First alternate, Street. In the C final, McDonald, Brager, Goodnow, Heinrich, Green, Brandt, Enoch, and Stein. The second alternate in B will be Stoll. First alternate, Thomas. Correction on that. I don't have alternates in B. So in the B final is going to be Stoll, Thomas, Van Jaarsveld, Tiltman, Mauser, Donan, Deheen, and Engel. And in the A final of the women's 200 breaststroke, Rankin, Phelan, Davy, Panitz, Herkel, Sweeney, Hayes. And your top seed from Indiana Swim Club, Annie Laser, and a time of 2:28.46. Time now is 11:53 on this revision to these preliminary results. 11:53 now, 30 minutes to make any additional scratches. Preliminary results in the men's 100 backstroke. Second alternate in C, Funk. First alternate, Beckley. In the C final, Bailey, Edmondson, Dye, Tapp, Kovics, Mercer, Sharnstrom, and Seymour. Second alternate in B, Conley. First alternate in B is Collins. In the B final will be Van Howe, Haney, Lowe, Assen, Musler, Hadley, White, and Lorenz. And in the A final of the men's 100 backstroke, Millard, Sullivan, White, Westering, Crush, Burns, Wilkening, and the top seed from Club Wolverine with a new meet record time this morning, 55.00, Wyatt Davis. Time now is 11:54. 30-minute scratch rule is in effect for event number 18. Summer Cardwell leading at the 300, 3:14.00. Ahead of Gwyneth Woodbury, lane 7, 3:14.16. Megan Drum, 4:18.30. One more preliminary heat to go in the women's 400 freestyle. Heat 8. Lane 2 for Carmel Swim Club, Alexander Ward. 3 for Edina Swim Club, Catherine McCarthy. 4 for Carmel, Lindsey Bowen. 5 for University of Louisville, Paige Kawada. 6 for Ohio State University, Lucy Malis. 7 for Indiana Swim Club, Elise Heiser. And in lane 8 for University of Louisville, Ryan Ullett. Lindsey Bowen, Carmel Swim Club out front, 10067. Ahead of Catherine McCarthy of Edina. In lane 3, 101.73. Lindsey Bowen at the 200, 204.85. McCarthy turns second in lane 3, 206.78. Lindsey Bowen out front here. She won the 800 free on Wednesday evening, placed second in the 200 free. Those are her 2 highest finishes up to now in the meet. Had others where she swam in the finals. Bowen at the 300, 310.51. McCarthy 312.16. McCarthy in 3, Bowen in 4, Kawada in 5, already with their Olympic trial cut time. In the 400 freestyle at a 4:15.49. Lindsey Bowen, big kick into the wall, and Lindsey's time, 4:14.09, a new meet record in the women's 400 freestyle. Great morning swim there for Lindsey Bowen. Ten preliminary heats now in men's 400 free, heat 1. Lane 3 for Utica Shelby, Zane Nall. 4-4 Schrader YMCA, Evan Harrison. And lane 5 for Utica Shelby, Carson Ricker. And with 2 lengths left here in Heat 1 of the men's 400 freestyle preliminaries, got a good one going here. Carson Ricker out front as he turns at the 300, 313.89 ahead of Evan Harrison in lane 4, 314.15. Got Zane Nall in the mix, lane 3. He turned 314.71. So still anybody's race as they come down to the finish. Get your hands up in the air so they can see you. Make some noise and get these guys home. Final turn, and Evan Harrison, 347.20. Ricker second in lane 5, 347.29. Carson Ricker starting to pull away here in lane 5. And the race is going to be for second position with Ricker touching first in a time of 4:17.66. Harrison second in lane 4, Nall third in lane 3. Nice job, guys, to get us started off here in the men's 400 free. Heat 2. Lane 2 for Ole Swimming, Ian Allen. 3 for Carmel, Anderson Kopp. 4 for Waukesha Express, Kyle Johnson. 5 for Carmel, Ethan Zhang. 6 for Rochester, Gavin Potter. And in lane 7, also from Rochester, Tucker Holmes. Meet record of the men's 400 freestyle, 357.01. Swum by Jacob Mitchell when he was unattached for Carmel last May, and the Olympic trial cut of the men's 400 free, 355.59. Anderson Kopp at the 200, 202.72. Ahead of Ian Allen. Club Olympia lane 2, 206.51. Here are the results of preliminary swims in the women's 400 freestyle. Second alternate in C, Cortez. First alternate, Antonuski. In the C final, Rainwater, Carlisle, Tiltman, Yolette, Kawada, Parsons, Grether, and Cummins. Second alternate in B, Francis. First alternate, Peterson. In the B final of the women's 400 free, McDonald, Street, Lachey, Malis, Benda, Ward, Pruitt, and Ristic. And in the A final of the women's 400 free, Cardwell, Mauser, Eden, Heiser, Woodbury, Drum, McCarthy, and the top seed with a new meet record time, 4:14.09, Lindsey Bowen at Carmel Swim Club. Time now is 12:09. The 30-minute scratch rule in effect for event number 19. Need to see a coaching representative from Rochester Swim Club at the head table. Coaching representative from Rochester Swim Club, please come to the head table. Anderson Kopp from Carmel, 4:12.22. Heat 3. Lane 1 for Ole Swimming. Liam Seifert. 2 for North Kent Aquatic. William Sneller. 3 for Lakeside. Owen Durham. 4 for Indiana Swim Club. Tristan DeWitt. 5 for Club Olympia. Brady Byer. 6 for Ole Swimming. Kelvin Tang. 7 for Carmel. William Pugh. And 8 for Barrington Swim Club. Noah Brereton. Tristan DeWitt, Indiana Swim Club, out of the first 100 to 56.74, ahead of William Sneller of North Kent Aquatic, 59.52. Need to see a coach from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers at the head table. Need a coach from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers at the head table. DeWitt at the 200, 158.50. Sneller in lane 2, 205.53. Tristan DeWitt, 300.86 at the 300. Now William Pugh, Carmel Swim Club into second position, lane 7, 312.28. Tristan DeWitt's going to have our new quick time here as he posts a 4:02.34. Heat 4. Heat 4 underway. Swimming in lane 2 for Carmel, Riley Sweeney. 4 for Utica Shelby, William Blakely. 5 for Edina Swim Club, Mark Jacoby Crone. 6 for Sioux Falls is Tyler Kay. And lane 7 for Ohio State University, Thomas Navakonis. Navakonis out front, 57.85. Turns out Alex Exxon from Ohio State University is swimming in lane 8. Supposed to be in lane 1, but hey, the distance is the same, right? We just need to keep track of it. Alex Exxon now into the lead as he turns at the 300, 258.97. Nevacona's second in lane 7, 259.31. As Exxon and Navaconis race it into the wall with Alex Exxon, Ohio State University, 357.40. Heat 5. Lane 1 for Carmel Swim Club, Colin Kemick. 2 for Carmel, William Lathrop. 3 for Rochester Swim Club, Jaden Edmondson. 4 for Utica Shelby, Harrison Arnold. 5 for Ole Swimming, Aiden Bolt. 6 for Lakeside Swim Team, Clay Bowman. 7 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Grant Rubel. And in lane 8 for Sioux Falls Swim Team, Grant Kay. Clay Bowman, lane 6 at the 100, 59.92, ahead of Jaden Edmondson. Edmondson turns at a 100.20. Edmondson at the 200, 203.91. Ahead of Clay Bowman, lane 6, 204.19. Need a coaching representative from Edina, please come to the head table. Coaching representative from Edina, please come to the head table. Edmondson at the 300, 308.63. Bowman lane 6, 308.65. Clay Bowman, Lakeside. In a time of 408.53. Halfway through the preliminary field. Here's seat 6. Lane 1 for Boilermaker Aquatics, Charles King. 2 for Irish Aquatics, Liam Smith. 3 for Kentucky Aquatics, Logan Ingrick. 4 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Parsons. 5 for Elmbrook Swim Club, Anakin Fisher. 6 for Ohio State University, Carson Smith. And in lane 8 for Irish Aquatics, Connor Lathrop. Need to see a coaching representative from Elmbrook at the head table. Coaching representative from Elmbrook, please come over to the head table. Carson Smith turns at the 100, 59.00 out of lane 6. Second to the wall after the first 2 lengths, Liam Smith of Irish Aquatics, lane 2. He turned at a 59.43. Carson Smith at the 200, 203.25. Liam Smith, second in lane 2, 204.99. Carson Smith turns at the 300, 308.65. Liam Smith, 311.07. Carson Smith coming down to the finish with a big late charge by Luke Parsons at the end, but Carson Smith, 410.78. Heat 7. Lane 1 for West Michigan swimmers, Owen Stevens, 2 swimming unattached. Fast as Connor Carlisle, 3 for Club Wolverine, Yugo Tsukikawa, 4 for Carmel Swim Club, Gus Rothrock, 5 for Ohio State University, Samuel Campbell, 6 for Kentucky Aquatics, Sean McKay, 7 for Carmel, Lewis Sang, and in lane 8 for Lakeside Swim Team, Alexander Teesing. Samuel Campbell turns at the 100, 57.98, ahead of Lewis Sang in lane 7 at a 58.40. Samuel Campbell, Ohio State University, lane 5. At the 200, 200.47, ahead of Gus Rothrock, Carmel, lane 4, 200.84. In the mix there, Tsukikawa from Club Wolverine in lane 3. He turned it at 201.14. Two lengths left now for Samuel Campbell as he turns at the 300. 302.90. Yugo Tsukikawa, Club Wolverine, now second in lane 3, 303.56, ahead of Gus Rothrock. And with half a length to go on the charge now, Gus Rothrock explodes off the final turn and into the lead. Gus Rothrock's going to take heat 7. His time, 4:03.76. Heat 8. First of our circle seated heats here in the preliminaries of the men's 400 freestyle. Heat 8, lane 1 from Barrington Swim Club, Ryland Anselm. 2 for Kentucky Aquatics, Victor Martin Roig. 3 for Club Wolverine, Ryan Hume. 6 for University of Louisville, Dennis Locktev. 7 for Club Wolverine, Ozan Calafat. And 8 for Ohio State University, John Satterfield. Quickest time so far out of Heat 4. Alex Exon of Ohio State University, a 3:57.40. Again, Olympic trial cut time for this event, 3:55.59. Locktev at the 100, 56.48 ahead of Calafat. Lane 7 at a 58.02. The first swimmer in these remaining heats that gets an Olympic trial cut time is also going to beat the current meet record, 3:57.01. But again, that trial cut time faster than that, 3:55.59. Looking for another opportunity for my friends up here at the head table to ring the bell. Dennis Locktev at the 200, 157.78. Calafat turns at the 200, 2:00.75 in lane 7. Locktev here at the 300 turn, 2:59.55. Ryan Hume from Club Wolverine now in his second position, lane 3 at a 3:03.02. Dennis Locktev, University of Louisville. First on the wall in Heat 8 at a time of 3:59.06. Heat 9. Lane 2 for Indiana Swim Club, Mason Carlton. 3 for University of Louisville, Ilya Suburtsev. 4 for Kentucky Aquatics, Nicholas Caruso. Lane 5 for Ohio State University, Michael Brenniger. 6 for Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Luke Whitlock. 7 for Kentucky Aquatics, Levi Sandage. And 8 for Carmel Swim Club, Greg Enoch. Michael Brenniger leading at the 100, 57.93, ahead of Luke Whitlock. Next to him in lane 6, Whitlock turns at a 58.14. The halfway turn for Luke Whitlock, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers in lane 6, 158.79. Nicholas Caruso, Kentucky Aquatics, second in lane 4, 159.00. .300 turn coming up, and a very close race here. With 2 lengths left to go, Whitlock, well, it showed Whitlock was out in front for a second there. With Caruso second, 259.13. Brenniger in lane 5, third at 259.32, as they now sprinted out to the finish. Final turn with Whitlock out front, turning at a 329.07. Caruso and Brenniger tied for second as they get around 329 and some change. And Michael Brenniger with a big sprint here in lane 5, down to the finish. Michael Brenniger is going to take heat 9. Brenniger's time, a new meet record, 3:56.86. In the men's 400 freestyle, Michael Brenniger. Heat 10. Final heat to be swum here in the preliminaries to the men's 400 freestyle. Lane 1 for Club Wolverine, Christopher Kalin. 2 for Club Wolverine, Jack Lucan. 3 for Dynamo Swim Club, Connor Lamastra. 4 for Ohio State University, Charles Clark. 5 for Carmel Swim Club, Drew Kibler. 6 for Club Wolverine, Connor Hunt. 7 for Carmel, Griffin Hadley. And in lane 8 for Indiana Swim Club, Jackson Carlisle. Jackson Carlisle, lane 8, 57.54 in the lead. Drew Kibler second in lane 5 at a 57.64. Carlisle leading at the 200, 158.09. Charles Clark now in second, lane 4, 158.17, and Drew Kibler right there. They're all together. Connor Lemastro, lane 3, he's right there in the mix. Charles Clark, 258.20, ahead of Drew Kibler in lane 5. Charles Clark, winner of the men's 1500 freestyle on Wednesday evening in a meet record-setting time, 15:04.80. The final turn here, Charles Clark still out front, 328.09 ahead of Drew Kibler, 328.45. Meet record out of the last heat by Michael Brenniger, 356.86. Charles Clark, Ohio State University, comes down and hits the wall in a time of 356.39, the new meet record in the men's 400 freestyle. So that concludes our preliminary session. We have 15-minute stretch now before we head into our